Indie games are good. They spice up the gaming market.
You can connect with it more. You can connect with the developers more.
Indie games are nice, and I like to support small groups of people that are making games that they want to, telling stories that they want to. Indie games deserve some spotlight.
Indie Intel is a series on Haptic where we talk about indie games that we feel deserve some spotlight. So basically, we present to you an indie game that we think is going to be fucking slick. It's either out, it's not out, it's in development. Suck us off, okay? This week we're talking about Chasm. Okay, Chasm is by Tom Happ and...
No, it's just Dan Adelman.
Just Dan Adelman, who helped with Axiom Verge?
He helped with Axiom Verge.
Yeah. So, Chasm is a procedurally generated platform adventure currently in development for PC, Windows, Mac and Linux, and PlayStation 4. Taking equal inspiration from hack-and-slash dungeon crawlers and Metroidvania-style platformers, it will immerse you in a procedurally generated fantasy world full of exciting treasure, deadly enemies, and abundant secrets. When a small mining community falls silent, a young soldier named Dalton is sent to investigate. Upon arriving in the remote mountain town of Carthus, he discovers that paranormal forces have sealed the town off from the outside world. Now trapped, he's left with no option but to explore below the town and uncover the source of the disturbances. So there are 6 huge procedurally generated areas awaiting you, each lovingly crafted into a retro pixel art style. Help Dalton gain new abilities and equipment, evade dangerous traps, and defeat hordes of deadly enemies in order to save Carthus and possibly the world. You'll be able to explore 6 massive areas procedurally assembled from handcrafted rooms, enjoy challenging retro gameplay and authentic pixel art, battle massive bosses and discover new abilities to reach previously inaccessible areas, customize your character by equipping armor to your body and weapons, shields, and spells to the other hand, includes normal, arena, time trial, and hardcore modes, leaderboards for hardcore playthroughs featuring quickest time, and more.
Alright.
Damn, son.
I think the game looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Has a nice art style. It's handcrafted. The procedurally generated thing is new for a game like this. It's kind of like Rogue Legacy, which they mentioned on the Kind of Funny guys. They watched the live stream, and one of them mentioned that it looks like Rogue Legacy a little bit with the procedurally generated shit. I like the Dark Souls influences. It's a Castlevania type game, but there's these Dark Souls references. So they got the bonfires where you heal up. The big bosses, which is it's not just limited to Dark Souls, but
The Dark Souls kind of brought it back.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. And the one thing you said where you get things that let you go back and explore previously unexplorable areas, that's like straight out of Salt and Sanctuary, which is another game we talked about.
That's Metroidvania 101.
Yeah, you get an item, you go back, and so I'm excited now because
you don't have a high jump and you see this ledge, you can't do it, and it's like torturing, but you have to go to the next area, you beat a boss, and you get high jump or double jump, and you go back and fucking go up there and
Axiom Verge did it.
You jizz a little bit, well, that's right out of Metroid.
Yeah. I know nothing about them, so. But regardless, this game looks cool. It's not my cup of dills, if you will, but
yeah, I want it.
Yeah, I like how
now. Actually,
he was like throwing the swords as his magic, and then like he had like the swipe ability as his regular attack, and it looks pretty deep. It looks like a deep game. The art's really nice. The level design looks fucking amazing. It looks fun.
Yeah, I played a little. It was a GameStop demo, one of the many like PS4 games.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like,
module.
Fuck?
It was so long ago.
That's
so
weird.
Like I'm happy to hear about this game again. I'm happy to hear apparently it's almost done start to finish. I was watching that Kind of Funny gameplay before we started recording today, so it's kind of fresh in my head. Yeah, it looks super fucking good.
Yeah,
nice and deep.
They said that the Vita port might be a thing.
Oh yeah,
it's running on the same engine as Axiom Verge.
Yep.
So now that they have that ported, it should be easy to port it to the Vita and other consoles as well.
That'd be nice.
If you want it on, we didn't mention the platforms, did we? It's PC,
Mac,
PC
Linux,
right now.
PC,
PS4.
So if you want it on, Vita, if you want it on Xbox One, tweet him, Dan Adelman on Twitter.
Maybe even the Wii U.
I mean, it could.
Well, Verge is going on Wii U supposedly. So,
so if you want it,
we'll see.
All right.
Possible.
Indie Intel.
Good shit. It's new deodorant. Smells good.